Matthew, this is something that we were anticipating. Talk to us about what it means, both from a consumer perspective and, say, from a broadband provider perspective.
Yeah. So to take it first from the broadband provider perspective, they have been fiercely opposed to the Obama-era net neutrality regulations because, not necessarily because they're opposed to net neutrality in principle, but because they don't like the way the FCC went about imposing it, which is by adopting a very broad power to regulate broadband service going forward. And the ISPs are concerned that that power could lead to a whole slew of future FCC regulation, potentially even of how much they're charging for the service. So they didn't like that one of their key products, their broadband service, went from an unregulated regime to a regime where the FCC had very aggressive oversight.
Yes, you were going to say from a consumer perspective?
And from a consumer perspective, what public interest groups would say the big concern here is, are we going to lose something that makes the internet different from cable TV? That basically the idea that the internet should be an open highway for all traffic. If you want to invent the next Netflix in your garage, an open internet allows you to do that, and you don't have to go get AT&T's permission or Comcast permission to make sure that you can reach subscribers in the same way that Comcast is going to let its own traffic reach its customers.
So Matthew, who's at risk if the FCC kills its rules next month?
So at risk are companies that depend on riding on the pipes of others. So if you're a Netflix, or if you're the next Netflix, or if you're a Dish that has a TV service that depends on riding over AT&T's pipes or Comcast pipes, you might be concerned that long term this is disadvantaging you, because the ISP might move toward arrangements that make it easier for its customers to get its own traffic and not your traffic.